Let's get straight to it. This is the most important draft in Minnesota Viking history. Ring the alarm. The Lions are in the NFC Championship game. We will be the last team to win a Super Bowl in our division if the Lions happen to get past the 49ers and, of course, win the Super Bowl. And I look at it like this. The common denominator throughout this whole playoffs, right, is the quarterback and the running back. Obviously, it's deeper than that. You have to have the trenches, the offensive line and defensive line. But I'm just talking about these two positions that are very important. The most important position, of course, is the quarterback. But that running game is such a big part of being successful in today's NFL. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
So I look at it like this. I don't want to be the last team in our division to win a Super Bowl. I do not want to be the team that the Lions look at and say, y'all don't got a Super Bowl. Just imagine that. The Lions getting a Super Bowl, and we're the only team that don't got one in our division. The franchise that won the most games in NFL history without a dang on Super Bowl. And I have Caleb Williams on my thumbnail. I have Trey Benson from Florida State on my thumbnail because those are the two positions we have to get together. Last season, we witnessed Madison, right? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I know he's a nice guy. I'm pretty sure he's a good guy, right? But I got to keep it 1,000. Being a good guy doesn't mean that you're good. I'm just keeping it real. He's a second string at best when it comes to the running back position. It kind of makes me feel some type of way. When I see the Lions, I see the Ravens, I see the Chiefs, I see the 49ers, and they run the ball so successfully. And it's just like, dang, that's the position that we slept on. Like I always say, the quarterback needs that running back. It don't matter how great you are. Even Patrick Mahomes needs a running back, right? Even Tom Brady needed a running back. Peyton Manning needed a running back. Every great quarterback needs a running back. Because running backs, not only they block, of course they run, but it helps you with that play action. And now the running backs can catch the ball as well. So it's so many things that the running back position does that is so underrated. And when they say it's devalued to some of these GMs possibly, but not all, because you could see that the Lions, they drafted Gibbs in the first round. You know what I mean? So to our GM and some of the other GMs, the ones that don't value the running back position are the ones that are not in the AFC Championship game, the ones that are not in the NFC Championship game. If you don't value that running game, you will not win a Super Bowl. I got to keep it 1,000. I got to keep it real. And witnessing what we witnessed all season until the last couple of games when Ty Chandler got a real opportunity, we witnessed the worst running game I probably have ever seen being a Minnesota Viking fan. And you see the jersey in the back wall, that Adrian Peterson jersey. I know he's feeling some type of way. Adrian Peterson's probably feeling like, yo, I'm about to hop back on the Vikings right now. That's how bad the running game was. By the way.
Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me.
Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, man, we have to get that together. I know we got to get the trenches and all that together. I understand. But let's get to the quarterback. I had Caleb Williams on the thumbnail, and I'm going to keep it real, man. I understand that people like Kirk Cousins a lot. I understand he's a pretty good quarterback. But at the end of the day, all the quarterbacks that's in the playoffs is under 30 years old. At the end of the day, all the quarterbacks that's in the playoffs right now has more wins in the playoffs. So they're younger and they have more wins when it counts the most. Kirk Cousins is 36 years old, coming off an Achilles injury. I look at it like this, y'all. If we never take a chance at the quarterback position, we're just going to be one of those teams that never win the Super Bowl. And I got to keep it real. The quarterback is the most important position. And I know people are thinking about Christian Ponder. People are thinking about Teddy Bridgewater when it came to his knee giving out. People are probably thinking about Culpepper, even though Culpepper, when he was, man, Culpepper is my favorite quarterback in Minnesota Viking history because that's the one I witnessed watching growing up. And that's why I'm a Minnesota Viking fan from PA. It was really because of Randy Moss, but who was throwing the ball to Randy Moss was Culpepper when I was watching. You know what I mean? When I became a fan. And if it wasn't for that knee giving out, we probably could have won a Super Bowl. But I understand there's always a risk to injury. But I always say this, and I said this a long time ago. I always say this, y'all. Why can't the Minnesota Vikings be the team that draft a CJ Stroud? I know there's always a chance to bust. I know there's those negative fans. Those keep Kirk Cousins for the rest of his life, probably. You know what I mean? I'm joking. I'm for real though. There's some fans that like they want to keep him forever, it seems like. And I'm not trying to say Kirk is a bad quarterback, but he's 36 coming off Achilles. We got to start looking at the future. Are you just a Kirk Cousins fan or are you a Vikings fan? I said that before, but I really mean that. Why can't we be the team that draft a Patrick Mahomes? Why can't we be the team that draft a Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson, a Jalen Hurts? Why can't we be the team? Why do we feel like we can't? We're bad luck when it comes to drafting the quarterback position. Why do we feel like that? You got to keep on trying until you get it. You got to keep on trying. Because once we get it, we could be these teams that's in the championship games right now. And I know I'm kind of like on this long rant. I just really feel like we are settling. I did a poll, right? A community post, and I said, is Kirk Cousins elite? And about 58% say he is. And as Minnesota Viking fans, I know you love Kirk. I know. But we have to have our standards a little bit higher. If you're putting Kirk Cousins in that elite status, then man, I don't even know what to say anymore when it comes to that situation. We're putting Kirk Cousins as an elite quarterback. I had a comment. I'm not going to say the name. I had a comment say, yeah, he's an elite quarterback because he throws 30 touchdowns every single season. That makes you elite. But the man he still has one. He's 1-4 in the playoffs. I'm just saying. I know it's a team sport. It's more than Kirk Cousins. He can't play defense. I understand the defense is not good. But I mean, goodness, man. He's been in the NFL for how many years? I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to hate on Kirk because I actually like Kirk. But he's not like he's not crazy above 500. You know what I mean? He's like 8 games above 500. That's not like a quarterback if he's elite, he should be 50 games at least above 500 or 40 games or something like that. He's barely above 500 in his career in wins and losses. I'm talking about regular season. I'm not even talking about the postseason right now. How is that elite? You know what I'm saying? Some people actually want to sign him to a 5-year extension. Some people actually want to sign him to a 3-year extension. Some people actually think that if we lose Kirk Cousins, we will lose Justin Jefferson. You get what I'm saying? It's absolutely crazy, man. I just had to talk my talk about that. Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think. Is this the most important draft in Minnesota Viking history? I don't want to be the last team in our division to win a Super Bowl, y'all. I don't. And we might be. If the 49ers do not beat the Lions have the perfect recipe to win the Super Bowl because they have a good running game. They have a quarterback that's a quality quarterback that's underrated when it comes to the play action. They have a really good wide receiver in Brown. They have a really good tight end in Laporta. They don't get after the pass the quarterback that well, but they have some dogs on that team. Hutchinson, I believe his name is Hutchinson. I think he had like 11.5 sacks on the year. You can't really run on that team. The only thing that's weak on that team is their secondary. But I'm just saying, bro, that this could end bad for the Vikings. And even if the Lions happen to lose, which a lot of people will be happy, and I'll be happy as well, they're still going to be contenders next season. They're not going nowhere. They're not leaving the division. And we still working on the most important position. And we need to somehow figure out this running game. That's all I got to say. Y'all let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm out.
This is the end of the video. I truly appreciate you vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.